Hey, what's going on, team? It's Ricky with TechBud Solutions. So in this video, I wanted to answer the question that I've been getting so often, and it's, should I invest in Tesla? So I wanted to ask you one of two things. Another very frequent comment that I'm seeing about Tesla and previous trades is people that sold it prior to its push when it hit $900, and then people talking about how much money they missed out on. One of the things that I really want to ask you is, are you investing in Tesla or are you trading Tesla? And those are two completely separate things, right? If you're investing in Tesla because of the fundamentals and what you think of the growth, then again, I don't think that you should be as worried on the day-to-day, right? That's a completely different approach, and you should be, if anything, looking much more into the fundamentals. When it comes down to day trading Tesla, this is, I think, the biggest issue is people think that even today, Tesla had a very aggressive, as you guys can see back here, very aggressive sell-off. It literally within 24 hours, where it closed at the day before and then where it closed at yesterday, it lost $200 in overall market value. And that is unreal, right? This is a multi-billion-dollar corporation, right? And one of the things that I wanted to share with you is that this is obviously not trading like any other stock. Even today, for instance, it hit lows of 687 and right now it's trading at 790, nearly 14 to 15% growth in a matter of 2 hours. This is not normal. And although the potential is there, and trust me, I'm a big believer that you can make money off of anything. That's not what this is about. It's to ask yourself, when you're asking the question, should I invest in Tesla? I want you to ask yourself two questions. First of all, are you even in a position where you can keep up with Tesla? And what I mean by that is when it pushes and when it has a bullish run, that momentum is there, no question about it. So you can really make some money, but just as much as you could really lose some money. So I don't just want you to think about the upside potential, but also the downside. Are you in a position that if things begin to go south, that you can quickly manage your risk as a day trader or as a trader overall? That is definitely something that you want to take into consideration. If you see the way that it moves and all you're thinking about is how much profit you could have made, again, that's so one-sided that unfortunately, when things do begin to go south, it's just a matter of time for you to give back all the profits that you made. And the second thing that I want to ask you is that there's no question that it looks like a lot of fun to partake in this action. Tesla has a lot of demand, it has a lot of exposure, and it's making a lot of people money. There's no question about that. But one of the things that I want to remind you is, are you learning how to trade or are you actually a day trader? Should you be trading to make a profit? Or are you still testing systems out to see if you can actually grow your account? Those are two, again, completely different positions. I have people that I've seen trade very aggressively when it comes down to Tesla and are still learning how to trade. So yeah, because the overall direction was in their favor, they came out on top. But once that direction, just like yesterday, begins to go south, it's just a matter of time for you to give it back. So one of my biggest areas of opportunity that I've learned my lesson on is position size. If you are someone that is learning how to trade, I would highly encourage you to consider your position size on Tesla. If you're buying one share and you just want to see how things go and you're okay with that, then great, so be it. But if you're buying a couple shares, thousands of dollars, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars, and you're someone that's just getting started and you think that you're just going to make it or break it, again, like we've said before, nothing in life worth having will ever come easy. And of course, some trades do come easier than others, but it still comes down to the core principles of having a plan. Understanding where you're entering, where you're selling, and where you're gonna cut losses if things do go south. The last thing that I wanna leave you with is what we talked about in the beginning of this video. So many people have obsessed about the idea for those that sold at $200. Oh my God, Tesla was at 180. I'm so dumb for selling it. No. It's, as a trader, even as an investor, you have an entry and an exit point in mind. And at the end of the day, you should always stick to your goal. If you're a day trader and you're trading based off of momentum and you see that there's some indication of a resistance, by you locking in profits does not make you naive to the overall idea if some people hold and then it just randomly begins to push up. That's part of the game, having a plan and understanding when to buy and when to sell. And this is universal for any trade. But before entering your next trade, especially with something that's moving as aggressively as Tesla, please have in mind an overall plan. Where you plan to enter, where you plan to exit, and where you plan to cut losses if things do go south. I think that again, if you do end up selling it for a profit, then great, you walked away with some cash in your pocket. But even if things do go south, you at least manage your risk. And again, I still think that that's a positive takeaway. So I at least wanted to share my opinion for a lot of the beginners that are just getting started. Trust me, I know that you can make a lot of money doing many different things in the stock market. I think that's besides the point. I think that if you're someone that is just getting started and you're learning how to trade, you should stay in your lane when it comes down to learning how to trade. I'm not saying that you can't partake. Obviously, you can do whatever it is that you want to do in the stock market. I'm just saying that it's probably in your overall best interest to not discourage yourself and watch your position size. Not take such an aggressive position size that's gonna make it or break it, and at least enjoy the process. It's what we like to do with our free time. So I really do appreciate your guys' time. I hope that I earned your thumbs up. Again, I'm completely open to any opinions. Feel free to share those down in the comment section. If you guys have not joined our free investing group, we're the largest one on Facebook, and that's gonna be that first link down below. If you guys wanna watch me trade live tomorrow in the stock market, click that second link down below. Learn a little bit more about the Learn Plan Profit Group and to see if it's a good fit for you. Like always, guys, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take it easy, team.